Greetings guys and gals, this is Jabberwock bringing you the best in esports. Today we have Starcraft 2, the CSL Collegiate Star League, CSU versus the University of Arizona Set 1. This is going to be at the bottom left for University of Arizona. We have Valthasar, I hope I'm saying his name right. And at the top right we have Riptide, our very own Zerg player in yellow. This is going to be on Xel'naga Caverns. Set 1. Valthasar is a Masters League player, so that's very, very prestigious there. Top 2% of the players in the Diamond League, which is like some odd well, I guess that should be 2% in North America too, because Diamond is top 20%. But at any rate, Riptide, good Diamond player as well, about 2,400 points there. Overlord Scout's going to be going through that expansion to the base, and he did use the extractor trick as well, just to get a little bit of extra mining time. And I'm actually live casting this game hopefully pretty soon. Since I am an official CSL caster, I will be able to do live streaming on my Justin TV or Ustream account, and that will be pretty cool. Just got to get everything set up with the Adobe video encoder and screen capture stuff. And of course other stuff like that. We do have a 13 pool going down, so a little bit of an early pool, not going for anything like a 14 hatch or a 16 hatch, 16 pool, but he's going for the 13 pool. Scout going out for V. I'm going to call him V, even though that might be a little bit too cheesy as V for Vendetta, but we'll see how it goes. Scout going in the base, going to see this spawning pool at any rate, and that definitely does scout that. Sees that it's kind of little. From that, he's going to know about when the pool was put down, especially because of that egg. He's going to say, oh, it was like either 13, 14 pool. Not going to be able to deny this hatchery, which is very, very important. Not doing anything that would change the build too much. We do see a cybernetics core and a gateway going down for the Protoss player. Super standard there, chrono boosting his probes like the Masters player that he is. Overlord Scout now in that left direction, and that probe still in the base, doing a little bit of prodding, seeing what exactly is coming out of those cocoons. And whoa, it looks like he's not gonna go for sorry, I'm gonna put the income tab up, but it looks like it's not gonna go for a queen just yet. Getting his queen a little bit later. Don't really like that play. I think you should really get your queen right after your spawning pool pops, but that's just me. My honest opinion. Could be different for you guys. Similarly going down for the Protest player, he's actually going double gas. Very, very standard there. A little bit of FPS issues / lag. Don't really like that, as there are like a million people, as you can see, in the game right now, because we have all these observers. But overall, very, very good game. We do have this hatchery almost going down, so no really early pressure at all. Not even chrono boosting that cybernetics core. He does have enough energy to do so, but using the energy on that Nexus to get some extra probes in, and he is probably going to make a pylon at this area for reinforcements. And I really do hope, since Riptide plays for the team that I'm on, that he does scout this and knows that that pylon is probably going to be going down in the near future. He does have 2 Zerglings on that Xel'naga watchtower, which are going to be able to scout everything in that area. Obviously, I think that he should really split them up. But putting 2 makes it so it's going to be a little bit harder for something like a Stalker or a Sentry to take that, but usually players use Zealots anyways, and a Zealot is definitely going to be able to take care of 2 Zerglings. Zealot and Stalker at the front of the base, Warp Gate technology being researched, and we do have 3... Oh, no, we have a Gateway and a Stargate, so he is going to go for a Void Ray build, which is going to be absolutely epic. No, actually going for Phoenix, so I was wrong. He's going to go for a Phoenix first. This is very, very strange, but it's understandable since the latest patch made the Phoenix build time a lot shorter, so he's going to have Phoenixes in the near future. We do have Zerglings coming out, Zerglings coming out for Riptide, and he's using his queen, doing a very nice job there. Queens at both places. Legit's like, Phoenix never work. Good luck. Well, if he loses, then Phoenix is going to be absolutely hooked. I guess you can't even say hooked now. And I was about to say game mode, but Gagamo, actually, spoiler alert, has been playing pretty well for Air Force Ace. So I'm actually going to cast him versus Bisu. Don't know the result of that game, but I'm going to cast it because That's just going to be very, very awesome. And of course, you guys know that I love Bisu. Pretty soon I'm going to be coming out with some review videos, as well as more StarCraft 2 stuff. Of course, I'm going to keep up with my Brood War. The Phoenixes are going to be able to pick off this Overlord. It's okay, though, because he's not even close to being equal supply there. He's still at 42 of 60, which is going to enable him to not have to really spend any of his larvae on Overlords in the near future if he doesn't want to. Probably should put down a Creep Tumor right there, though, and should connect these bases. Nah, that's bad. Dame. Should connect those. That's kind of like saying bad in Japanese, just in case you guys are wondering. Picks off another Overlord, so now he's probably going to have to... Oh my gosh, he needs the other Queen. Probably shouldn't transfer it down, but he's going to be able to pick off this Queen, and uh-oh. This might be a little bit dicey. He is able to pick off the Queen. He is sending in some Zerglings, but I don't think this is going to work. And already, Riptide is a little bit behind this Phoenix build. Really quite unstandard, but understandable with that new patch, just as I was saying. And he's going to definitely supply block Riptide. This is going to be absolutely terrible. He does have pretty quick Spore Crawlers once he saw those Phoenixes out. He does have one at each base, actually building 2, going for Hydralisks as well. We see those 5... Phoenixes doing their work, and an expansion going down for the Protoss player, so he's not in a huge deficit necessarily, but oh my gosh, this is not good at all. Force coming in yet again. Those Phoenixes are going to have to be deterred. Control, Shift F. Nice. Gonna go to the follow. He does have his Hydralisk out now. Going to be able to pick off one of those Phoenixes, but more forces coming in, and he's just absolutely screwed. Oh my gosh. And now I'm getting a little bit nervous because I have to play after this. And if he had 1 sentry, that'd be really effective to put a 4th field here. But maybe might get us around on these Stalkers. The Stalkers are going to have to micro back and forth. And if he's able to pick this off, he might be able to be in a good position for defense. But the Phoenix is just in the area, lifting up the Hydralisks. The Stalkers are going to go down. There's still 2 Zealots in the area, and this is not looking too good. He's going to have to make more and more Zealots, and not connecting that creep right there. Not connecting that creep. Just such a bad decision, honestly. You know, it's just... really comes down to APM, and you need to connect that creep. He did do a pretty good attack with those Zerglings, though. But again, this Queen is going to get picked off. He's going to have no Queen whatsoever. If we go back to the production tab, he's building a Queen and a Spine Crawler. But really, the map control is all in the Protoss player's favor, and he's done the damage that he needs to do. There's like absolutely almost no mining here, not much mining. If we look at the income tab, the Protoss player is ridiculously ahead in Harvesters, and the Resource tab does not look any better. And so now that he's secured this second base, he's going to be able to warp in more units, getting his Forge for +1 attack and stuff like that. Also getting his Robo facility as well, just teching up and macroing like crazy. We do have... sorry, I missed that. But we do have a little bit of a Zergling harassment. That's going to do a lot of good. Getting in the base as well. So this could even things up just the slightest bit. Going to be able to pick off a few probes and just be completely annoying. I mean, he's stopping mining in this area for a good amount of time. Also putting some Zerglings over here as well. So doing a very, very nice job. And it looks like the Protoss player has kind of stacked up his Chrono Boost on this base, but doing a fairly job of using it. He does have his Robo out now. Forge not doing anything for upgrades, so just really use that to get the cannon. And his building placement is mediocre at best. I think that this building placement is actually pretty poor from the Protoss player. Really should try to block some stuff off so those Zerglings just don't go right up to the ramp. This is okay right here, but really should have done a little bit of a better job. Looks like those Phoenixes still prodding away. Not good saturation at all at the natural, and I'm just feeling... it's like... I don't know how I feel about this play from Riptide. He's doing all he can, but just so much damage was done with those Phoenixes in the early game. You have that Zergling out. Very, very nice job to have the sense to put those Zerglings out, make sure no expansions are going down, and look, he's even scouting. Very nice job. I commend him on that. But he's gonna, honestly, he's gonna need to get more forces, and he still has not connected this. I mean, with Phoenixes in the air, you need to connect it. He hasn't even, I don't even think he's made one Spore Crawler, Creep Tumor. Not one Creep Tumor. He definitely has the energy for it with both of these guys, and that is just a little bit of a fail. In all honesty, you really need to connect your bases. Like, that is lower level stuff. Going to be able to pick off this Overlord, and You know, when I say stuff like that, I'm not trying to be mean or anything. I'm just trying to be critical and give some good tips. He's doing a very good job of defending, but really, I just want to emphasize how important it is to connect your two bases as a Zerg player, especially your natural. You know, you really, by this time, his creep should be at least to here, in all honesty. And since it's not, it's really going to hurt him. Able to pick off one of those Phoenixes with his Spore Crawl is getting a little bit greedy, only getting one drone for that exchange right there. It looks like we have Zerglings killing off a pylon, not really a lot of ground forces though. This could just absolutely destroy this right here. And I don't know what's going on. He does have 4 Hydralisks. If we look at the unit tab, you can see just how many units the Protoss player has comparatively to the ground army of the Zerg player. And he's just macroing up, getting ready to push out with this huge Stalker army. Does not have any... Wow. Being a little bit lackluster on the upgrades, and this is just what's going on over here. Trying to pick off those destructible rocks is going to be absolutely terrible for him, as the Protoss player is building here. Here we're going to see a big engage bomb. I'm assuming he's going to cancel this hatchery, but it looks like he's not going to cancel the hatchery. Oh my god, why are you not canceling the hatchery? He does have a ton of minerals in the bank. He's going to let this hatchery build, possibly for a block off. Honestly, the Protoss player could use like 2 hits and just kill it off. Pretty good force builds, but there are more Hydralisks in the area. He might actually be able to pick this off. This could be huge if he's able to do that. Hydralisk advancing. Phoenix is not doing anything, and they're just pushing the Stalkers back, keep pushing them back. More units streaming in for the Protoss player, but I think the Zerg player is going to be able to hold this off. Really big mistake not picking off that hatchery, though. I think that if he would have picked off that hatchery, that would have been so crucial, so much better. A little bit of lag there. Sorry for that, guys. But just bad micro by the Protoss player. Really bad micro, actually. He really should have just engaged, killed this off. It was kind of splitting up his forces. Really big fail there, and more Zerglings running in, but there's just a huge force of Stalkers, unfortunately, and this is not going to do nearly as much. It's not going to be economically sound at all. They're going to try to get in the base. At the very least, he's going to get a scout in, but not even killing one probe, losing a few forces there, and at this point, Riptide really can't afford to lose forces that easily. But he has amassed kind of a force Hydralisk. I mean, was able to hold that off. Now he's got that extra hatchery. Very delicate, though. He's just amassed so much minerals. I don't know why he's not making units. I mean, just because he didn't have enough hatcheries. Really, he should have got that hatchery a lot sooner, because look at he's building a trust fund up here. And if we click on the Protoss player, doing a lot better job of maintaining his minerals. Now we have the Colossus. I'm pretty sure we do have that upgrade. Yeah, we do have the Lance upgrade, which is going to just tear through those Hydralisks, and especially the Zerglings, which is going to be very bad. There is an observer in the area. You're going to see everything that Riptide is doing. Honestly, I probably would have morphed in a Overseer at this point in the game, trying to pick up this gold expansion, get back in the econ game, but it's going to be close. I think that the Protoss player probably going to wait for +1, and when he does, this push is just going to be absolutely ridiculous. But no, maybe not. Going to just come in here and rely on the fact that +1 is pretty close to being finished. This blockade here is going to favor the Zerg player. Looks like actually the Protoss player is going to back up and wait for that +1 to upgrade. He actually doesn't have a very good pylon field there. He does have one Phoenix there. This is getting killed. He really put that just to deny any type of expansion, but honestly I think... Oh, the Overseer almost getting picked off. Honestly, I think that he should have a better pylon like route or road or whatever you want to call it. Here comes the engagement, and I think this is going to be the last one. And now I'm getting super nervous because I'm playing next against the #1 diamond player. I'm actually ranked 7th at this point in my division, backing up, trying to use the terrain as best as he can, and really he should be attacking these Zealots as he's backing up. That's going to be so effective with these Hydralisks. These Hydralisks just absolutely tear through gateway units. Colossus are a little bit different. He needs to get those Colossus. He needs to get in there because these Colossus have range, and he's having an engagement, using his forces to the best of his ability. Here comes some Corruptors. Needs to use those Corruptors, going in for an attack, but honestly just not attacking well enough. I think this is going to be cleaned up, unfortunately, by the Protoss player, and this is all she wrote. That's going to be GG, folks. So CSU is going to be down 0-1 against the University of Arizona, and it is not looking good, although putting up a valiant effort. Very good defense there, doing all he can. Losing the hatch, though, just way too much. He's also mined out this base. Wouldn't be surprised if the Protoss player decided to double expand, but looks like he's just going to go for that 4 o'clock position. And honestly, there's just way too many Stalkers in the air. I'm surprised, really surprised that he didn't make more sentries, knowing that he was the Zerg player was going Hydralisk Zergling. Force Fields would have been so effective against that, you know, especially with Colossus in the area. GG coming from Riptide. That's it, guys. Well, let's go to set 2, where I'll probably do a cast of my game in afterwards. Lates.